I suck at drawing faces, so I drew 100 heads in 5 days. As a digital artist, I kind of focus too much on coloring, rendering, making sure everything is so perfect, especially since I suffer a lot with perfectionism. I draw a lot of like final pieces, and that's pretty much all I draw. And I just forgot that I can sketch and experiment, which is very much more helpful than making polished splash art all the time. That takes 20 hours. I also don't want the pressure to only show my final artwork. I just want to experiment. So 100 heads it is. So I have some rules. 1 page per head. I thought that was kind of like a good way to keep track of my progress. I can only draw with a pencil, no other equipment. Since I want to keep this quick, I wanted to keep this maybe 8 to 10 minutes per head, and I also didn't want to make it fully polished. I wanted to get over my perfectionism and just sketch. Don't erase. Okay, obviously I'm going to erase, but I shouldn't erase a lot. I should limit what I erase. I want to see what I did wrong and then learn from it rather than just erasing it. But yeah, I feel with like digital art, you can just always erase, you can always select, delete it, undo, liquefy, transform. There's always so much tools to make everything so perfect. I bought a sketchbook just for this. And it's a little cheap sketchbook from, what is it, Flying Tigers, you know, the Copenhagen shop. Don't splurge on nice things because it's gonna pressure you to make nice things. So let's get started. So, you know, like I just started, you know, the hardest thing in starting a new sketchbook is the first page. And how I go about this is to make it dog code because there's less pressure. It just shows where I'm at. Like clearly I have not gone caveman style and touched any pencils and paper. Page number 2. Yeah, I obviously drew smaller heads from the start. I kind of got over that because I just didn't like how I couldn't go focus on proportions that much when I draw smaller heads. Like it's a bit difficult. I can't zoom in, you know, pen and paper, pencil and paper. And number 3 is like, it really shows what I'm lacking. I feel like I know what I'm doing, but I don't know how to do it. You know, as I got on, number 4 was just a bit something. So I forgot to say, I picked like 50 heads from the start and 50 heads after. And I mostly picked faces that were easy to identify the structures, like the cheekbones, where the jawline connects to the neck or something. I don't know. Just something that's a lot easier, especially at the beginning. I want to know how the face works. I think it helps if you look at faces that are more defined, a lot more angular, I guess. I think it's really helpful to understand anatomy in drawing faces, and I will get to that later. Yeah, number 5, I was trying to do a stylized version, but I don't think it worked in my favor because I don't want stylization, I want to draw faces. Yeah, I didn't want to focus on stylization too much. In fact, I probably didn't for like 90 heads. Number 9. Okay, I felt really proud of this. I was like, it was so quick. What, 5 minutes? And I just did this, like, bam. It feels very defined. It looks as if I knew how a head works. Yeah, I have a lot of way to improve. Number 10. Obviously, this is not the best looking face that I drew. So let's move on. Number 11 was absolutely, like, this humbled me. I could not look at this ever again, and I'm looking at it right now and I just hate myself. Everything is so off, like the cheekbones, the 3/4 view, like the head is also kind of small, like the back of the head. I don't even know. The face structure is just not how it should be or how I want it to be. It just looks so off. Okay, number 12, I was really proud of this, like holy crap. Oh, I also experimented with using a little construction pencil, you know, a blue pencil, a cheap little pencil that I got from like a packet of pencils for like less than £1. Just did the quick like anatomy. So I was really proud of this. It also has a lot of emotion and a lot of character to it, but it sucks. Alright, so I also did a few little skulls just to get my understanding of what the bone looks like. Okay, a little bit of an audio change, but I got a new microphone. Let's go. Looking at my school drawings, I realized how much I suck. Like, it's so bad, but I think I learned quite a bit. I think I should draw a few more foundation lines since it looks a bit wonky. Like, I noticed I would draw from like the mouth to the eyes, like from bottom to top. And I kind of just eyeball the features, especially since my foundation lines weren't the best. Also, I would just like use the ear as the reference for where I need to place my eyes and nose. I don't know if that's good. I think it's okay, but I can definitely do with more understanding of anatomy and where the eye sits. I'm also learning. That's kind of what I did for the majority of my faces. I just used the ears as a reference of like the midpoint for the eyes and nose. Number 20 is when I finished doing my school drawings, and I feel like I was a bit burnt out, but you can see I kind of need a bit more practice. So with head 22, I'm kind of pretty okay with this. Like, I feel like it's a lot more 3D now and it's in place. But I don't know if you can see, but I used a little like blue pencil for construction lines. I think that helps a lot, so I'm probably going to do that a lot more. I was just using the blue pencil to use like a triangle as a reference. I think it kind of works. I saw it from somewhere, I'm not sure where. Number 23, you know, I kind of like this one too. It has the expression I was gonna go for. I feel like I do the chins a little bit too small. 24 is okay. I feel like the proportions are a bit off because the face is too small, but the head is too big. I don't really know yet, but I just can't really seem to put my finger on it quite yet. I finished with 28. That was like day 1 completed. I actually draw around midnight, so the timing is a little bit off. Can I say I did it in 4 days? Can I say I did it in 5? I don't think it matters. I just did 100 heads. But 28, I honestly kind of got burnt out. It was so difficult to even, you know, carry on drawing. My hand was aching. And also, I feel like I needed to focus a little bit on my features and the anatomy of that, especially like the lips and the eyes. Could definitely do with a deeper study for those features. Oh god, can we just skip 33? Oh god. So, I wasn't gonna do stylization just yet, but I do really like how Valorant agents looks and how they're painted. They're just painted in such a chiseled way, and like, you can just understand how the face works. Like, can we just look at this? Reyna and Chamber especially has really chiseled faces. You can see the definition, you know? 37 was kind of like the point where I'm like, oh, I kind of do know what I'm doing, you know? I got really quick at this. I think when I finished 38, that's when I started to realize, oh, I can actually do it, you know? Like, having a really pretty face that I found on Pinterest definitely does help, but this is all me, guys. I drew that. It definitely kind of saved my dignity and my confidence too, so that's great. Oh gosh, no. 41. I drew a side profile and I was humbled. I don't really know how to draw side profiles in terms of like where everything goes. I kind of just eyeballed it. I really do need to focus on drawing more faces in different angles, especially the side profile, it seems. You know, 42. How did 42 go so great, but my side profile was just dog food? I'm really happy with 40. I'm really happy with this one. I don't know if you can tell, but I can see my lines got a little bit more confident, especially with placing the features. Didn't really do that much construction lines, I guess. I don't know if that's bad or good, but I was trying to be really loose, okay? These are no less than 10-minute sketches. 43. Okay, I actually really like this. It's still off. I can definitely see there is something wrong with it. Maybe the perspective isn't right, but this is why I'm doing this. The perspective. I chose this face because it's a really weird perspective. Slight features and slight changes can help make or break the artwork. And I kind of captured it, kind of didn't. So the nose is definitely in perspective, but I think the eyes and maybe the lips don't help it, and the face shape, it works, but maybe shading would help. You know, I didn't want to do shading, but I definitely think shading would help. 45, skip that too, please, skip that, please. 46, what happened to me? This is like Chamber, but rejected. Oh gosh. Okay, so 50, I just got burnt out. So I just did not care and drew whatever. It didn't work out. This was like 3-4 minutes. I feel like if I just spend a little bit more time on these faces, it will look a lot better, but I didn't. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. So 52, I actually kind of like this. This feels a lot more realistic and in terms of the proportions, but still a bit off. Okay, 53. Okay, so let me just explain, guys. Right. I wanted to focus a lot more on expressions, especially after the first 50 faces. So yeah, it doesn't look so good, but expressions are really difficult to get right. Okay, so 57. The expressions definitely were that. He looks so funny. It looks a bit kind of off-putting too, which makes it even better. I definitely call this one a win. 58, bro is mewing. I wanted to focus on expressions, but I don't think he's expressive enough. Okay, you know, 64 looks like a reject from Attack on Titan. Do I need to say more? I want to skip. 65, okay, I'm really proud of this one too. I like how expressive he looks. He's just a very happy person. The lines just make sense, I think. It just adds to the sketch to it. He's a very expressive person. I like this. I like the sketch. Okay, with 69, I definitely think that features are too big for the face. You know, I thought I improved, but clearly not. You know, clearly not. I did not improve at all. Oh my gosh. 71. Okay, I kind of forgot I drew this. Oh my gosh. The nose is not in perspective, but also in perspective, you know? It's like facing upwards, but then the eyes just don't help it. Yeah, I gotta focus on perspective. I really want to improve my faces in different angles. You know, 73. Guys, I was so proud of this. You don't understand. I feel like this is a bit stylized too, so it's kind of cheating in this case. But to be fair, I do like how the proportions on this one are a lot like more cartoonish, maybe anime-ish, manga-ish, Ollie-ish. I like how bold my lines are and how confident they are in this piece. The lips especially are in perspective, so is the nose. Maybe the eyes, I think the eyes are too. The ear is definitely too big now that I see it, and the neck too, but it is stylized. It's definitely not realistic in terms of proportions, but it just worked. Like, it's good. Damn. You know, 74 we skip. Guys, 75. I'm 75% finished. That's crazy. And this only took a few days. I like this one-ish. I kind of drew the chin really small again. Bad habits. But it's very chiseled. It gets the vibes. The hair could do a little bit more definition, but I don't know. With all my faces, I didn't really focus on the hair. I just focused on the face. Do I regret that? I don't know. Maybe I should do like 100 hairstyles. Oh god, that would be torture. But I will maybe do that. 76. Okay, I really like this. I feel like I definitely improved then. My lines are really confident actually. In fact, I drew quite lightly, but I think that helped a lot. The chin is also small. I just keep doing small chins for no reason. Everything looks pretty good. I can definitely adjust it, but I don't want to. I just like how clean it looks. 77. Okay, you know, I just stopped with the chiseled faces. Oh god. 78. Okay, I definitely could have done a lot better. You know, I do see my mistakes. If I draw more foundation lines and maybe if I draw like the planes of the face, I think that would help a little bit more, especially with this kind of angle. Okay, 78. You know, I don't want to call it a win, but it's like a semi-win. 82. I kind of tried the same like light thing, and it is the girl from Squid Games. 85. So almost there, guys. Almost 100 heads. This one, I think my pencil was blunt. Am I gonna blame the tool? I'm gonna blame the tool. It was blunt and it just made my lines more bold. I didn't like it. 88. Okay, this one I do like. With 88, I definitely realized I got really quick and I got used to drawing faces. I got used to doing my bad habits, you know, small chin, a little bit off features. 91. I'm so close. Like 9 more to go and I'm finished. Okay, so 98. I'm almost done. I have 2 more faces to go and I'm finished. This was during like midnight or something. I was really tired. I have my bedtime's at like 12 a.m. My faces were not too good, especially like the last 10. I was really tired. I just did not care anymore. I wanted to get this over and done with. Face 99, guys. We are almost there. 1 more face to go. Holy. But the eye is so off. Like, I look at it right now and I just really want to move the eye just so it looks right, but I can't because this is traditional. So this is forever gonna annoy me. Okay, so you guys, the progress will shock you. I drew 99 faces and I just finished my 100. Looking very good. So that was 100 heads. Do I recommend drawing 100 heads? No, not really. I feel like if you just learn the anatomy of faces, maybe do 20 really good studies, you can definitely have a better foundation where everything goes. I should probably do that soon, but I really just wanted to focus on, you know, getting back into traditional sketching and just enjoying what I sketch. Some tips I would say is to definitely focus on foundation lines. Your construction lines are really important. And then that way your faces will look a lot better and a lot cleaner. Maybe study in perspective too and the planes of the face, especially if you like look up or something, like look down, your nose will change in terms of what you see, all the nuances of different angles. So definitely study faces like that. But also, you know, it takes time. It will not take you 5 days to draw perfect faces. It definitely did not for me. If you guys really enjoyed me suffering, you know, subscribe for more, especially since I plan to do a lot more videos, a lot more art videos later on. Comment what you think. That'll be very nice. I'll say hello.